All right, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. My name is Cecilia Morris, and I go by the tagline, I'm your engineer by education, home business owner by desire. And if you are joining me this evening, I want to say thank you first and foremost, and because I value your time, and we're 6 minutes in, we're going to go ahead and get started, and I will share my screen. Okay, you are here this evening because you would like to know how to maximize your income at your job without asking or waiting for a raise, and use this to create an additional income stream. To summarize, I like to say you want to know how to use what you have to get what you want. So if you're working a job, there are things that you can do that I'm going to share with you in this webinar. Please make sure you stay until the end because I do have some very special bonuses for you. I'm going to make sure that I am cognizant of your time, and I will be done by 9 p.m. Eastern at the very, very latest. If you have questions, please post your questions in the chat box and I will answer them at the end. And let's go ahead and get started with today's webinar. So if you've never seen me before, who am I? Well, I am known, as I said, as the engineer by education and home business owner by desire. I incorporated myself in 2003 to get the tax benefits given to corporations. I've been working in network or affiliate marketing for over 10 years, and I've been in affiliate marketing for just a short 2 and some change. In January 2018, I started my own personal coaching business where I help people use digital marketing strategies to build their businesses and their brands all online. Now, during this presentation, you are going to learn how to bring home more money on your paycheck, why you don't want to wait on your tax return each year, and how you can use this new money knowledge to save, eliminate debt, and improve your credit and your lifestyle. So make sure, once again, stay tuned until the very end. Have a pen and paper handy to take notes, and have a drink available if you want one for this Sunday evening. So why is what I'm going to share with you so important? Well, it's important because if you are currently working a job, you need to know how to maximize your take-home pay. Once you learn these tools, then you need to know what to do with your extra money to maximize your income and eliminate debt and improve your credit score. In today's economy, you need to have multiple streams of income. Unless you work for the government, and that's not always guaranteed, there is definitely no guarantee of employment in corporate America. So you need to have multiple streams of income to protect the lifestyle that you have become accustomed to. So let's talk about your why. Why are you here this evening? Well, I don't know if you knew this, but because of the engineer in me, I did some research, and 230 people in the United States join a network marketing company every hour because they want time freedom, they want more money, they want to quit their jobs. That may not be you. You may really like what you do, but a lot of people do. They want recognition, something that's not always afforded to you in corporate America. They're looking for financial security. That's the biggest one. And then, of course, a better life. Being able to take a vacation and not put it on your credit cards. Being able to splurge on your family for the holidays or special events without waiting on your tax returns to pay that off on your credit card. The bottom line, people are looking for a way to improve their lives by any means necessary. So go ahead and type in the comments what your why is, and we'll talk about it at the end of this presentation. Now, to make sure you're in the right place, because I do value your time, I want you to know that this webinar is for you if you want to get more money out of your paycheck, if you want to create time and family freedom, if you want to improve your lifestyle, if you want to build an online business. All those are things that I'm going to share with you in this webinar this evening. And I want you to know that your lack of success is not your fault. Since I started my coaching business, January of this year, I've worked with people who just started network marketing 2 months ago, and I've worked with people who've been in network marketing as long as I have and haven't seen much success. Well, the lack of success is not your fault because maybe you just have not been shown how to use the tools available to you for legally maximizing your take-home pay from your job. You don't understand why it's more important to have money on your paycheck instead of waiting on your tax refund each year. And you don't know how to be a solution provider using online marketing and digital media for yourself and your family. The whole goal is to maximize your income and generate more time in your life. So once you implement what I'm going to share and what you will learn today, you will know how to maximize your income at your job. You will know how to have an online business without selling physical products. And you'll know how to have a conversation where you are considered a problem solver and not a slimy salesperson. None of us wants that, right? And if you've ever had any of these questions, especially how to have a conversation where you're not intimidated or overtalked by the person you're talking to, give me a 1 in the comments, because we've all been there. And when you learn how to have a conversation where you're the problem solver, it becomes inevitable that you are looked at as the authority and the expert in your niche. So just to be clear about what this is not and who this is not for, this is not an overnight success program. Just to give you something to put this in perspective, when I first started my online journey in August of 2016, I did not have a clue what I was doing, but I made my first sale in the first 7 days, and I was able to get and generate 140 new prospects. A lead is somebody who is part of your target market. A prospect is somebody who has opted in to give you their email address. And I did that all in 7 days. And I've been in this, like I said, for a little over 2 years. However, learning these skills did not take me as long as the time it took for me to be an engineer or to earn my MBA. This is not for people that do not want to put what they learn into action. You have to do the work. I cannot do it for you, but I will give you the tools, the tips, the tactics, and the strategies to make it work. This is not about spending countless hours learning a program that's so complicated you'll never use it. And that word, in the words of that lady that everybody quotes, ain't nobody got time for that. And this is not for people that do not want to build their business online. As Bill Gates said, if your business is not on the internet, then you will soon be out of business. And this is definitely not about selling you a DIY, do-it-yourself program. If you look at the testimonies on my website at www.successwithcecilia.com, you will see that I am definitely a hands-on person. Anyone that is on my team gets support and the training that they need to be successful, because your success leads to team success. So let me tell you a little bit about me before we get into the meat and potatoes of this presentation. When I got started in network marketing in 1994, yes, I'm dating myself, I was an unemployed college graduate with an engineering degree and no engineering job. That's me at one of my fun bartending gigs. I got started in network marketing and I quickly exhausted my warm market of friends and family. I sounded really insecure and desperate when I talked to strangers, but I kept doing everything my upline told me to do. And when I finally got the hang of cold market recruiting, the company that I was with was shut down by the FTC. Super big bummer, right? And then when I started over, all my old school skills didn't work. 3-foot rule, forming, family, family organization, recreation, motivation, none of that stuff worked because I was having ingenuous conversations. So I knew I needed to find a company and a way to build my business that was based on me, not the company that I was with. So what I did is I invested $3,000 to learn how to be an online marketer, and then I invested more to get good at it. So don't let this be a turnoff, because you will not even invest close to what I did to get good at what I do. As you grow and excel and start making money, you do want to invest in learning new skills and getting new tools to build your business, but that is not what this presentation is about. So don't get nervous and don't drop off. And since I did that, I now have a Facebook page with over 21,000 followers. I have over 300 videos on Facebook and YouTube that deal with mindset, attraction marketing, website traffic, and social media recruiting. I have actually today I just hit 2,500 connections on LinkedIn, and I didn't start LinkedIn until December of 2017. And I started with a little over 100, and by a little I mean like 105, and now I'm up to 2,500 through my personal branding and business building strategies. As I mentioned, I have a website. So not only do I have videos on mindset, attraction marketing, website traffic, and social media recruiting, I also have blogs on my website that you can read as well. And in the last 12 months, I have been to Vegas 3 times. I've been asked to speak at a social media event. In April of this year, 2018, I was in Scottsdale, Arizona for an event, and I got to visit with my amazing family. That's my gorgeous salt and pepper auntie on the right and my 2 cousins both in front of and behind me. So those are some of the great things that I've been able to do so far, because I'm scheduled to be in either Hollywood or Orlando next month, and I've got to make a decision quick before the airfare goes up. Okay, so now that I told you about me, you're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, okay, Cecilia, that's all well and good, but will this work for me? Well, my answer is yes. This is Paul. Paul says, Cecilia is amazing at what she does. If you guys haven't yet or are having doubts about your business, please reach out to her if you're serious about growing your brand. She is a true entrepreneurial spirit that can help your brand and the business of you thrive. Much love. Paul, I believe, lives in Minnesota or somewhere on the other side of the Mississippi from Ohio. Had it not been for the internet, he and I probably would have never met. And we actually had the opportunity to meet IRL in real life, but the event was packed. It was like 500 people in Vegas this past June. So unfortunately, we didn't get to meet face to face, but we are definitely virtual friends. And this is my friend Kim. Kim joined with me a little under 2 years ago. And she says, this program is really helping me in more ways than I realized. I do see where I've kind of missed the mark in my efforts to be as successful as a home-based business owner. The videos keep me interested in learning what I don't know, and they are really helping me develop the mindset I need to do this. I can picture myself walking away from my corporate job within a few years. And remember Kim, because I've got more information about her I want to share with you here in a little bit. Kim lives in Indianapolis, my hometown, but she moved there after I moved away. However, once again, had it not been for our connection via the internet, we may not have never crossed paths. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick sip of water and I want you to do the same and keep calm and stay until the end. I've got some really good information to share. This is where you wanna pull out your pen and pad and get ready to start taking notes. So first I want to tell you why I got out of the products business. So most network marketing companies have some requirements for you to be a part of their company. And those requirements, when I stepped into the digital world, became a little overwhelming and cumbersome for me. So this is my why. Number one, it was the cost. Every product-based network marketing company has, I shouldn't say every because that's a general term, but most have a minimum order requirement that you must make every month in order to maintain your rank in the company. This is whether or not you bring on new team members or customers, you have to make this minimum order requirement. They usually call it an auto ship. Well, what that did for me was it gave me too much product. Like seriously, my minimum order was so much that I couldn't use it within the 30 days. So what did that mean? That means that I'm accruing inventory. At the end of 3 months, I had way too much stuff. And I did use the products and I liked the products. It was just too much for 30 days. So I tried to unload it by selling it. Well, that became difficult. So I got ingenious and I would say, okay, you pay shipping and handling. I'll send it to you for free. You just have to give me a testimony. Well, most people got the product, so they paid the shipping and handling, but they never gave me a testimony. So that was like, ugh. And I said, well, once again, putting on my entrepreneurial hat, I said, well, let's do trade shows. There's very events going on in my city and surrounding areas all the time. What I found about that is I don't like doing trade shows, and I'm only doing it because of the excess inventory, because my auto ship required too much product for me to use in 30 days. By the time I unpacked the car, drove there, unpacked the car, set up my vendor booth, had my little time at the event, packed up my stuff, loaded it back in the car, and then drove home, what I was getting in return for my efforts was minimal at best. And then, of course, there's the rejection. So even though people would come to trade shows, they stop at my booth, they sign up to give me their name, phone number, and email. When I called them, even though they also took free samples, let's not leave that part out. When I called them, I got more no's than yeses. Very, very disheartening. So that's why I got out of the product business. If you've had any of these situations, give me a comment in the chat box and letting me know which one or all of these that you have experienced in the past or maybe experiencing currently. So let me tell you how income shifting changed my life, because I knew there had to be a better way, and I was determined to find it because I'm committed to this business model as a secondary stream of income. But there had to be an easier way, and I just needed to find it. Remember I told you I invested in myself? Well, once again, this webinar is not about you making that type of investment, but I want to show you how income shifting changed my life. When I learned about income shifting, I was able to pay down my bills. I was able to save more money for emergencies, vacations, events. I had a pretty nice nest egg when I lost my job. So that was super cool because, you know, no one of us knows when you're going to get the hammer. By the hammer, I mean basically let go. You may get a severance. You may get some sort of layoff package, but none of that is equal to your paycheck, and it's best that you are able to sustain yourself. I think, what is the rule for 9 months when or if you lose your job? And I am able to do so. All right, so without income shifting, most people end up like this. I thought this was the funniest photo ever. I found it on LinkedIn. Don't blame the baby boomers for not retiring. They can't afford to. So I want to show you how you are not going to end up with an IOU in your piggy bank if you follow the same strategies that me and my team are using every day to build our brand and our businesses online. And what we use is the 5 steps for online business. Number 1, you have to find a need or a problem to solve. If you don't know where that is, a couple of websites I suggest are Quora.com and AnswerThePublic.com. Those are 2 great websites where you can find out what people are talking about in terms of their needs and problems. That's Quora, Quora.com, and AnswerThePublic, all one word.com. Number 2, you need to create or leverage the solution to that need or problem. Number 3, you want to drive traffic to that solution so you can build an email list. Number 4, follow up with your new leads. And number 5, you want to make the offer. So let me put that in terms of this webinar. Find a need or a problem to solve. Well, most working people want to make more money and or leave their job. So that's the problem and the need that they have. Number 2, show them how they can do either or both. We're going to get to that here shortly. So once again, keep calm and stay tuned. Advertise to a free offer. Well, my free offer to you is this webinar. And once again, I thank you for showing up. Number 4 is the email follow-up. If you signed up and registered for this webinar, you got at least 2 emails from me letting you know, as reminders, we're going live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then make the offer. Now, we're not at the offer yet, but once again, keep calm and stay tuned because I have some mind-blowing information to share with you. I am not talking about 3,000. I'm not even talking about 1,000. I'm not even talking about 500. I'm not even talking about 100. Like, seriously, I'm not even talking about 50 bucks. This information I'm going to share with you is going to be life-changing. Okay, so think about this. If you are single and you earn $50,000 per year, this is the breakdown of your dollar. After your Social Security, actually before your Social Security, the biggest hit to your taxes is federal income tax. So that is what I'm about to show you here shortly. But the big thing that you need to get from this image, out of your dollar, if you're single making $50K per year, 58.05 of that is yours to keep. So roughly 42% of your dollar goes towards taxes. Of that 42%, 25% is the federal income tax. So we need to focus on how can we reduce your federal income tax liability. At this point, I want to say that I am not an accountant or a tax advisor, but the information that I'm going to share with you is found in the tax code. If you have any questions, please consult a tax advisor or an accountant in your state. What I can tell you is that I can read, and I'm going to share with you right now what I found out. So this is my W-4. If you work in the United States, you have to fill out a W-4. This is where you tell the government how much money you want withheld from, you tell your job how much money to withhold from your paycheck. These are called allowances. Most people take the allowances based upon the number of people in their household. However, if you look right here on line 5, total number of allowances you're claiming from the applicable worksheet. How many of you have ever asked for the worksheet? If you've asked and looked at that worksheet, give me a 3 in the chat box. Take another sip. However, if you look at the worksheet says right here, this is where you go through and you look at allowances, not the number of people in your house. So in my case, I'm 1 for me, 0 because I'm not married, 0 because I'm not filing as head of household since I don't have a qualifying dependent. I don't know, sometimes I think my dog is like a child. 1 if you're single or married, filing separately, and you have only one job. Well, that's me. 0 for the child tax credit because I don't have any kids. 0 for credit for other dependents. That is for, and once again, I'm not a tax accountant, but I can read, that is for people who have custody of nieces, cousins, children that are not their biological children. But once again, read the tax code, consult an accountant or a tax advisor. Other credits, most people take 0 there. So just by filling out the top half of the worksheet that it says on page 1 of the W-4 to complete, I doubled my allowances. But then that's the top half of page 3. Here's the bottom half. And this is where it gets fun. If you are a business owner, you are allowed additional deductions, adjustments, and additional income. This, once again, is where you consult an accountant or a tax advisor. This is a hypothetical situation. So enter an estimate of your itemized deductions. Okay. Well, this includes home mortgage interest, charitable contribution, and your state or local taxes. Hypothetically, let's put in $15,000 and medical expenses in excess of 75% of your income. If you are an entrepreneur, more than likely your medical expenses will exceed that just in premiums alone. But in this hypothetical situation, we'll say $15,000. In line 2, it says enter $24,000 if you're married filing jointly or a qualifying widower. $18,000 if you're head of household, $12,000 if you're single or married filing separately. So I get to enter $12,000 because I'm single. So 15 minus 12 is 3,000 because it says in line 3, subtract 2 from 1. So I got 3,000. Then it says enter an estimate of your 2018 adjustments to income and any additional standard deduction for age or blindness. Now, I don't qualify for age or blindness, but I do have adjustments to income. What are those adjustments? They are business expenses. Once again, this is a hypothetical scenario. These numbers do not represent my numbers, but let's just put in 10,000. So let's see. So far this year, I spent 5 days in Scottsdale, Arizona. I spent 6 days per the event in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm going to spend another 5 days in either Hollywood or Orlando, Florida in later this month, towards the end of this month. So really $10,000 is not a lot when you factor in airfare, hotel, transportation, and meals, and the cost of the training event itself. So that's not unreasonable. And then it says add lines 3 and 4 and enter the total. So you add them together, the total is 13,000. Now this is where it gets tricky. This is number 6. There are 2 different rules of thumb that apply. Once again, my disclaimer, I am not an accountant or a tax advisor, but I can read and I'm telling you what I know. Enter an estimate of your 2018 non-wage income, such as dividends or interest. Non-wage income is the money that you earn outside of your job, i.e. money from your home-based business. If you file a Schedule C, you need to put a number here for what you think your income is going to be for 2018. However, if you incorporate yourself, which most accountants would suggest you do because you are running a business, so you should be an LLC, an S Corp, or something of that nature to minimize the number you put in number 6. So if you're a Schedule C filer, which means you file Schedule C along with your 1040, you have to put a number here. If you're a corporation, you do not. Disclaimer again, I am not an accountant or a tax advisor. Please consult one in your state. But in this case, since I am a corporation, that's a real number, I'm putting 0. And then it says subtract 6 from 5. If it's less than 0, enter 0, or once again, for this particular hypothetical scenario, we're going to put 13,000 because we are a corporation, so we don't put anything in 6. Then it says enter the number of, it says divide number 7 by 4150. That comes out to be 3 and some change, so we round down and enter 3. And then it says personal allowances from the worksheet above, which is the top half of page 3 of your W-4, and we put in 2. So it says add numbers 8 and 9 together. The new number for 10 is 5. And it says if it is 0, let's see, enter the total here. If 0 or less, enter 0. If you plan to use the 2 earners multiple jobs worksheet, also enter this total on page 4. Well, since I am single with no children, this is my hypothetical scenario. We are done with the number 5. So let's go back. This number jumped from 1 allowance to 5 allowances because I took the time to read and fill out page 3 of my W-4. This is legal, it is ethical, and it is morally okay because these are the tax laws in the United States. This is money that is going to be on my paycheck versus waiting for an interest-free loan that I give the government for 12 months. So if you understand the scenario that I just went to, or if you're curious and you're like, wow, I didn't know that, drop me a 4 in the comments because I didn't know this either. I didn't even think about a page 3. Think about it. When you go get a job, most people don't even show you pages 2 or 3, and most people ignore what this says. But once you read the fine print, you find out what you are able to do to increase your income from your job without asking for or waiting for a raise. Once again, give me a 4 in the comments if you're like, mind blown. So let's look at what this means. So the average refund is $31.20. If you were to go to a lending institution and ask for a loan for $31.20 for 12 months, which is what we give to the government, this is an unsecured loan. And depending on your interest rate, this is the average, 19.5. So if you're low or high, the average interest rate, and this came from Bankrate.com, is 19.5%. You would be paying $288 a month and a total of $339.28 in interest. So if you decide to get a refund, this is what you're losing on your paycheck. This is what you're losing in interest. Things to make you say, So does this work? Once again, this is a testimony. I received my pay increase today. Great. How much? $60.97. You get paid weekly or bi-weekly? Weekly. So that would be an extra $250 a month. The car note will be the first to go. Who couldn't use an extra $250 a month of their own money? And remember Kim, the testimony that I showed you from Kim earlier? Kim says it's a great business. Income shifting has helped me. And I was like, I'm glad you're getting the benefits. She says, my paycheck saw an increase of $150 per pay period. I didn't ask her if she get paid weekly or bi-weekly. I'm pretty sure it's bi-weekly based upon the conversations that she and I had on her income and education. So I said all this by change your W-4, right? And she said, that's it. I'm working on credit repair now. That's an extra $300 a month. That's $3,600 a year that she would have loaned the government interest-free had she not learned the very same strategy that I just showed you. So with everything that I've given you, are you not super excited? Do you want to join us now? Do you want to stop existing? Because it's time to live. It is time to pay off that debt. It's time to use your money when you need it. What's that commercial commercial for those people with annuities. It's my money. Isn't it time? So how do you do that? Well, I want to show you how to start an online business without selling products. It's super simple, super easy, and it'll cost you less than $1.20 a day. Do you not have $1.20 a day? How many of us get a Starbucks or a McDonald's sausage McMuffin with egg every morning before work? I know you can find $1.20 a day as long as you are aware how it can improve your financial future. So the first thing you need to do is go to this website, www.successwithcecilia, and Cecilia spelled CECELIA.com/mymoney, and click get started. It is really that simple. But I know you're thinking, okay, Cecilia, like really, like how much is this going to cost me? Well, believe it or not, it's exactly what I said. It is not going to break the bank. It is $34.95 a month. That's right. Keep calm and cha-ching. Cha-ching. So go to www.successwithcecilia.com/mymoney because it's your money, right? So let's think about this from a business perspective. The cost of being part of my team is $34.95 a month. That is less than $435 a year. How many network marketing companies can you join for $34.95 a month? If you have one, put it in the comments so I can investigate it later. Seriously, when I was in network marketing, my monthly auto ship with tax and shipping and handling was close to $200 a month. That's $2,400 a year I spent just to be on the team, regardless of whether I recruited anybody as a team member or brought anybody on as a customer. This system that I just showed you can potentially bring you in $300 a month. That is the average monthly W-4 savings for the people on my team. That means your yearly membership is paid in less than 2 months. I know I'm speaking to my right brainers right now, my analytics, my intellectuals, but my left brainers, if you are looking for another stream of income, if you want to know how to maximize your income from your paycheck, on page 4 of the worksheet, everybody is eligible to do the top half of the worksheet, but the bottom half is for business owners. You can't take advantage of the bottom half if you're not a business owner. Keep that in mind. Plus, you get all the benefits of being a business owner. That's meals, that's travel, that's hotels, and more. Once again, my disclaimer is I'm not an accountant or a tax advisor. Please consult with an accountant or tax advisor in your state to get more information. But I'm pretty positive, because the people on my team live in different states, that you will get the benefits of being a homeowner. The only difference will be, are you filing a Schedule C or are you a corporation? And a corporate membership is also tax deductible as well, by the way, just to throw that in. Whew, another sip. So now you know how to maximize your take-home pay with a home business. If you are working a job, you know how to have a home business without selling physical products. And now you know that what I've showed you can help you in your professional and business life. So, excuse me. If you'd like me to personally help you implement everything we've gone over today, I will be so happy and super excited to do so. So here's how we'll do that. Step 1, www.successwithcecilia, that's CECELIA.com/mymoney. So what do you get? Well, in the beginning of this presentation, I have a gift for you. And since you have been kind enough to stay until the end, because we're almost done, now I want to tell you more about it. I want you to get started successfully by learning how to use attraction marketing strategies starting immediately. Attraction marketing totally changed the direction and trajectory of my business because I learned how to use digital marketing strategies. No more trade shows, no more rejections, no more inventory from products that I can't seem to use up fast enough. And you get this completely free and available to everyone that is on our team. Super cool, right? So the attraction marketing bonus includes 3 one-on-one coaching calls with certified people who are doing it in the very business that I explained to you. This has a value of $1,297. You will also get exclusive access to our members-only Facebook communities. This has a value of $997. You'll get 2 trainings. You'll get a weekly training on how to market and use my econ. That has a value of $1,479. And for all the newbies, new prospects out there, new people who join our team, you will get access to this webinar. I do this webinar every single Sunday. So if you know somebody that's interested, but you don't know exactly what to say, or you get a little tongue-tied, or you feel like you're too new and don't want to mess it up, tell them to show up Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they get exactly what you're getting right now. Everything that I presented to you has a total value of $4,110, all for your investment of less than $1.20 a day. Once again, if you know another company that's going to give you what I just showed you, along with all these bonuses, post the name in the chat box so I can go investigate. That's the engineer in me, my OCD. But I have done a lot of investigations, and I have looked into a number of companies. And for me, this gives me not only the biggest bang for my buck, but allows me the opportunity to have a home-based business without selling physical products. And if that's something that you're interested in, along with the additional bonuses, you're going to get the Smart Credit System. It's a 10-module training that tells you how you can improve your own credit score. Don't pay someone for something that you can do yourself. You'll get the cash flow manager and tax record keeping system. This is where you can input your business expenses and it gets stored in the cloud. And at the end of the year, you just download the electronic file and send it to your accountant. You'll get the debt elimination software. So now that you use income shifting, we will help you look at where you can use that extra money to pay down and eliminate your debt, which goes hand in hand with the Smart Credit System. You're also going to get our investment education system. So now you've found extra money on your paycheck. You're in the process of eliminating debt. You're using the Smart Credit System. You need to know your investment options. We are by no means investment advisors, but we can give you some investment education so you can make an educated decision on where to put your money. And last but certainly not least, you get access to our Cashback Mall. Your Cashback Mall gives you 2 things. One, it allows you to be your own Ebates. If you've ever heard of Ebates, that's where you go to ebates.com, you shop at the stores online that you would shop at anyway, you get a discount from the store, and you get a check from Ebates. Well, all that happens with your Cashback Mall. And we have the largest online mall in the universe. Those come from the words of our founder. And then next, you also get coupons. In your Cashback Mall, you get coupons that you can download and print out and take to the store. The discounts with the coupons alone is enough to make you want to consider this opportunity. There's usually anywhere between $250 and $280 of downloadable printable coupons in the Cashback Mall every week that you can take to the store and put money back in your pocket. That alone, along with income shifting, more than pays for your membership and being part of our team. And last but not least, there's one more bonus that you're going to get. Your online marketing Mad Libs worksheet, because you need to know and discover who you are talking to. Gone are the days of the 3-foot rule. Gone are the days of talking to friends, family, neighbors, and strangers. We are so over that, right? We are so beyond that. And let me show you what this Mad Lib worksheet looks like. So here it is. You are going to go through and meticulously identify who your client is. You're going to give that person a name. The reason why we want you to give that person a name is because once you hone in on the exact person that you are talking to, you will realize that that person is like a broader audience of a lot of people who are out there. You will go into detail, giving them a name. Are they male or female? How old are they? Where do they live? Are they single, married, in a relationship? It's complicated. How many children do they have? What are they anxious about? What to their job, when they head out the door to their job on the way, when they wake up in the morning, they're anxious about blank. They head out the door or not to their job as what kind of work do they do? I usually work with professionals only because they see the bigger vision of what it is that I and my team have to offer. But anyway, I'm not going to read this whole thing. You can read it for yourself. But by joining my team, you will get access to this online marketing Mad Libs worksheet where you can identify your ideal client to make sure that you are honed in and super focused and targeted on people that are genuinely interested in what it is that we have to offer. And you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, when you sign up with the company, you will see a disclaimer that says you have 3 days because you are entering a contract. And by law in the United States, everybody has 3 days to get out of a contract. However, I'm extending that to 30 days for anyone that signs up with me. If anything that I've shared with you has been unclear or untrue, or you don't think it'll work, after you sign up, I will personally give you $34.95. It's not that serious. And I'm so confident that if you implement the tools, tips, tactics, and strategies that me and my team can offer you, you will not only see a difference with our income shifting strategy. Now, disclaimer on that, if you're already doing something hokey with your W-4, I can't help you. But if you've only been claiming the number of people in your household, if you don't have a home-based business to account for the bottom half of your W-4, this can definitely help you see the benefits of being part of our team. Just think about it. We are in September of 2018. We got 4 months left in this year. If the average increase to your paycheck is $300 a month, that's an extra $1,200 that can be in your pocket instead of you waiting on your money back from Uncle Sam. If that is like mind-blowing to you, give me a 6 in the comments. All right, so this is not for everyone. You must be able to follow directions. You must be willing to put in the work. You must be dedicated to yourself, and you must have a deep passion to use your business to change your life. So I want you to ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be. Let that resonate for a minute. If your answer is no, what do you have to lose? You don't even have $34.95. I told you, if in 30 days it's not working, as long as you're not jacking up your W-4 already, I'll give it back because I know it works. I've seen it work for me. It's working for the people on our team. So why do I do this? Well, let's be clear. I want to be of service first and foremost. You know, I've been unemployed multiple times in my adult life. When I first moved to Ohio from Indianapolis, in 1996, the job was only guaranteed for a year, but I needed a job, so I took it. I didn't know what was going to happen after that year. Well, that was 96. It's 2018. Guess what? I'm still in Ohio, and I've seen multiple shifts in my job. You know, we all went through some form of change in 2008 when the world imploded due to the housing crisis. And just as recently, March of this year, 2018, I've once again seen a shift in my corporate employment. Had it not been for the tools, tips, tactics, and strategies I learned from income shifting about debt elimination, improving my credit, I might not have been able to maintain the lifestyle to which I've become accustomed, but I have since March of this year. So I want to help other people do the same. Nothing is worse than losing your job if you don't have a safety net. So I want to help people build that safety net. And I also want you to implement what I show you today without struggle, without overwhelm, without wasting your time and money. And I want you to start getting results right away. I read a quote by Zig Ziglar a number of years ago, and it says, you can have everything in life that you want if you will just help other people get what they want. Well, I hope you want more money from your paycheck. I hope you want a safety net if something happens. And it doesn't have to be that you lose your job. It could be that the company's shutting down, like Toys R Us, like Good Samaritan Good Samaritan Hospital in my area, or Elder Beerman, which is an anchor store like at Macy's in my area. I recently met a lady that had been working there 38 years, and they shut their doors for the last time this past Wednesday. So it's all about protecting yourself, and that protection is invaluable. And then, of course, if you are struggling in your current network marketing business because you can't get rid of the products, because you can't seem to get any reps or team members or customers, maybe you want to look at another alternative to network marketing that does not involve products. Or you might be in a company where you love the products and you're just having trouble recruiting. My Econ can supplement what you already have going on. Just with the cash flow manager and tax system where you can download your expenses upload your expenses to the cloud and then download them for your accountant, that alone is incentive for $34.95 a month. It's a lot cheaper than, well, I shouldn't say it's a lot cheaper, but if you want to take the time to learn QuickBooks, go right ahead. This isn't that hard. It's just like entering information to an Excel spreadsheet. And nothing against QuickBooks, don't get me wrong. But once again, QuickBooks does not give you the opportunity to be a business owner. Think about it, both my left and right brainers. All right, so once again, super easy. Go to www.successwithcecilia.com/mymoney and click get started. For everyone that gets started on my team, you get all the bonuses that I mentioned, $4,110 worth of bonuses, along with the 30-day money-back guarantee and the Mad Lib worksheet so you can start identifying your ideal customer. Everybody is not for you. This is a prime example. If you don't have a job, this is not for you. Now, if you're retired, this is for you. Well, I shouldn't say if you don't have a job, it's not for you. Income shifting is primarily for those who do have a job and use the W-4. This is not for people who are not interested in having an online business. If someone doesn't have a computer and they're not willing to go to the library to get access, this is not for them. But your Mad Lib will help you identify the person that you want to talk to and work with. And that's another one of your bonuses. Once again, on top of the $4,110 worth of bonuses, you get this webinar every Sunday to invite people to. And I tell people, if you are not part of our team, but someone invited you, get back with them. Don't use my website. Get back with them so you can get on their team and help us build and grow together. Once you get there, you can do the $47.90, which is my suggestion because that qualifies you to earn residual income. But you can still start at the $34.95 level. You will earn, for those who do sign up to be in your team, you're just not eligible for residual income. That's a higher level training that we do. But the biggest thing you get for the extra $12.95 is membership to the Cashback Mall. The Cashback Mall, remember, are the two ways that your e-com membership pays for itself, with the fact that you can treat it like your own personal Ebates, and you can use the coupons to take to the store. So as we close up tonight, as I promised, I was going to get you out of here by 9 o'clock or less. I'll just check the chat and see who's made comments and what they have to say. Remember, my website is www.successwithcecilia.com/mymoney. So let's get started and let's get you on the team on the road to income shifting, debt elimination, improving your credit score, using our investment resources and our cash flow system and tax management system. If you have any questions, hit me up at support@successwithcecilia.com. But don't let your questions hinder you from getting started. Remember, when you get started, you are officially a home business owner, and you can use the bottom half of page 4 of your W-4 along with the top half to claim the right number of allowances, so that way you're not giving Uncle Sam a 12-month interest-free loan. And as I mentioned, come back next Sunday, tell your friends, or if friends, family are not your genre, if you know someone who can benefit from the information that I've shared with you today. I'm doing this every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I do it to help you build your team. So once again, if you're referred by someone else, please don't go to www.successwithcecilia.com/mymoney. Go to them and get their information. If you came to this because of any one of the various advertisements that I've done, thank you, thank you, and thank you. I know your time is valuable. It is the holiday weekend, so I appreciate and respect the fact that you decided to spend your time with me. I look forward to, oops, let me go ahead. This is where I take the screen share off. Stop. All right, so you have spent the last roughly hour with me. I just want to say thank you again. I appreciate you, the fact that you are interested in what it is that I have to say and how I can help you improve your income from your job without asking or waiting for a raise, and use that to build another stream of income is very important to me. I want people to be protected. I don't want people worried about how they're going to pay the light bill, the phone bill, the water bill, pay for gas in their car, food, cable, cell phone. Look, the list goes on and on and on, right? I want you to be in a position to where if you want to fire your boss, you can. If you want to get some extra money from your paycheck, you can. But it all starts with becoming part of our team and part of a business. So I am Cecilia Morris, your engineer by education, your home business owner by desire, and I will answer the chat separately from this. Let me check it real quick to see if there's anything there. Okay, so some of the questions that have come through to me. Can I use this without starting a business? Well, of course you can. The W-4 is not part of the business. However, the bottom half of page 3 of your W-4 does include business expenses and deductions, but you can always use the top half, and that will still benefit you even if you don't get the biggest bang for your buck because you decided that $34.95 is too much of an investment for you. Crazy, but it happens. Okay. The cash flow management system. So what that is once again, it's a way for you to enter your expenses into the software that we have available. It is saved to the cloud. You can do it monthly, you can do it weekly, you can do it daily, however often you have business expenses. And at the end of the year, you can download this file and send it to your accountant. One thing I can tell you, because I do have an accountant, it is a whole lot cheaper for your accountant to do your taxes if you can provide them with a business and income and expense blueprint versus a shoebox, paper box, or whatever box you use the receipts and expecting them to fill that out. The cashback mall house and Ebates. Okay, so I can't go into too much about the cashback mall without showing it to you, which I'm not going to do unless you become part of our team. But it is like an Ebates. I mean, we got Walmart, Office Depot, PetSmart. What did I just buy? Oh, I just bought Dad a mini refrigerator for the nursing home from a store that's in there. I mean, it's just like an Ebates. You pick the store, you get the discount for being a member of my econ, and they ship it to you with the discount. I mean, that's basically what it is. The only difference is that you just get the discount at the store. You're not going to get a check in the mail like Ebates does. But a benefit is that you can share this mall with other people. And when they shop at the mall using the link, your link that you gave them, that's where you get a check. So it's pretty similar to Ebates. And why wouldn't you shop and get your own discounts? And of course, share that with others. And as far as the coupons, once again, go there and find what you like. I mean, they've got stuff. I use Arm & Hammer detergent, Frosted Flakes, Dad's deodorant. So yeah, download and print out those coupons and take them to the store. The coupons alone are going to give you your monthly fee for being a member of my econ. How many network marketing companies have you been with? Okay, such a loaded question. I've been with a number of network marketing companies, and I'm not going to list them and say the names or tell you the one that was temporarily shut down by the FTC. What I will say is whatever network marketing company that I was with was product-based, except for prepaid legal. That's the first one I started with in '94. That's now Legal Shield. But nonetheless, the majority of them were product-based, and I always had extra product. You know, it's just me and the dog. I mean, there's only so much stuff I can use within 30 days. And with most companies having a monthly auto ship requirement of $150 or more, I just had too much stuff. And more importantly, I wanted to be able to educate people about their money because I have been on the receiving end of plant closures, of layoffs, of other scenarios outside of my control. This October 31st will make 19 years that I've owned my home. So I'm 11 years from acquiring the deed to my house. With everything that's happened to me professionally since I moved to Ohio in 1996, had I not put certain things in place, some of them I did on my own, like investing in my 401k. But when I learned about income shifting, that was a real game changer for me. And it allowed me to have the peace of mind and to eliminate the spirit of fear from my soul, because fear causes stress and anxiety. And those are just two things that I don't have right now. Now, that's not to say a year from now, you know, that the spirit of fear might not creep in. It might happen in 6 months. You know, the devil walks about like a roaring lion seeking to devour and destroy. But Jesus comes so we can have life, or we can have it abundantly. And so I just believe in Jesus, and I believe in his favor, and I believe in doing right. And the right thing for me because of the instability in today's economy, is to show other people how to protect themselves financially. And most product-based companies don't give them the financial literacy that I found in my econ. Long-winded, hope you're okay with that. All right, so a lot of other comments. Thank you, great webinar, appreciate you. Oh, well, thank you, I appreciate you too. All right, remember, get started today, www.successwithcecilia.com. I am urging you because this video comes down in a week. I mean, of course, I'll do another one next Sunday, but are you gonna keep being an armchair or a Monday morning quarterback? Are you ready to get in the game? I just had to throw that in there because football season's starting. But most importantly, you got 4 months left in this year. Are you going to spend these last 4 months giving your money to Uncle Sam? Or are you going to put that money in your hands so that way you can afford the holiday season and you don't look to your tax returns to pay off your credit cards? All right, I'm Cecilia, your engineer by education, your home business owner by desire. Ooh, it's about to rain. It's thundering. I sincerely and genuinely appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining in. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend.